ASAP Experiment. Welcome back to Rainbow Six Extraction. This is just this cool little gameplay of possibly the loud and the craziest, wildest, and possibly the best loud and fast team I've ever solo queued with. These guys were very efficient at, just the whole loud and fast thing. Like literally hitting corners, shooting. I think one of them had the suppressor on his primary gun, but me and the other guy seemed to be using our pistols for the most part, just because we were using our ARs to be a little bit louder and fast. But for the most, it really worked out pretty crazy. As I said, I can pretty much match pace with anybody. If you want to do stealth, we can do stealth. If you want to do loud and fast, we can do loud and fast. So yeah. Like, there was a lot of gunfire, and that's what I mean by loud and fast. When I say loud and fast, I literally mean that, there's lots of gunfire, you're hitting corners, shooting, rather than taking the, slow, stealthy approach of, shooting here, shooting there, and, grouping your shots together. Like, this was the alternative, which was literally just, we hit corners, we were shooting stuff. I don't even think we did much prep for the actual serial scan. Like, I was, of course, wanted to put up reinforcements, but they were less worried about that, and I was fine with that. I was the Chanka, so I decided I was just gonna post up with my turret and just kind of hold down the serial scan, which I'm very happy that I did, because it literally was super effective, especially since pretty much every Archean came out of this corner. They covered my back, which is something that I was very happy about, so I didn't have to worry about anything behind me. I just got to focus on this corner and just basically shoot things to smithereens. This was very good teamwork. I really wish I had added these guys. I forgot to. And I think we actually ended up breaking it up after, or not breaking up, but one of them I think ended up leaving right after this. But I wish we would have actually stayed together, because it was very fun playing with them. It was very fast. It was very decently paced, and everything was very smooth. Again, this is one of those groups where we didn't talk, but we seemed to be very efficient as a team. So I was very happy to see it. The serial scan I think took up most of this actual gameplay, because literally I was enjoying myself on this turret. It was very simple, it was very fun. It's not very often, look at this, that one Archean snuck me. This stupid breacher right here caught me, and I was so mad about it, because I didn't even see him the first time, when I was playing. So the fact that in this gameplay I literally watched him drop and turned away, I feel so stupid now. But I made sure to watch this window. They really were covering my back very well, which was actually something I was not expecting. I was kind of expecting to have to cover myself, and that's normal. In most cases, it's usually normal. I was also not expecting to be the only one actually standing on the point. That was also somewhat unusual. Normally, I'm used to the whole team standing on the point, because it makes the serial scan go much faster. But it seemed with this they were playing a little bit more offensively rather than defensively. They kind of were more focused on dropping things around me and kind of letting me stand on it. So I don't know if it was because I was Tachanka, or if that is their normal way of doing things. Again, this was one of those teams where we really didn't communicate in game, so I never really got to ask that question. But I thought it was really kind of cool, because it is a different type of strat than I normally see from serial scan. Obviously, it makes the actual serial scan a lot slower, because the progress isn't going up as fast. But it was seriously interesting to see them kind of forward push rather than be on the defensive, which is how most people would do the serial scan. But again, I enjoyed it. I kind of just stayed in my Tachanka turret, which is actually something I don't normally get to use in most incursions, just because of how many times I'm in an incursion with somebody with teammates, and they're kind of not covering me, so I have to keep hopping on and off of it. So I was actually happy I actually got some use out of it this time. Very happy about that. The decontamination was kind of where I realized things were definitely loud and fast, and these might be inexperienced guys if the levels weren't a dead giveaway, because they shot the decontamination immediately, and I was like, oh, okay, these guys are like this. Now, obviously, I was like, all right, I can't even use my pistol with this one. I have to really pull out my primary here, and I have to really kind of go crazy, because this is going to get wild the longer this takes. We didn't know what was on the map because of how close the decontamination was. I was like, I just have to do as much as I can, as fast as I can, because this is going to get crazy. I didn't know if we had an Apex coming. I forgot what casualty it was because I used the join matchmaking, so you can get any difficulty level with that. So I didn't even remember by this point. I hadn't remembered what the heck the difficulty we were even on. So I was just like, okay, focus up, get this done. Like, you somewhat have this map kind of memorized. You know where the spawn locations are of the nest. You kind of got to point them out, point and shoot, point and shoot, point and shoot. That's really was like the thing that I had in my head. Like, just don't get caught slipping, point and shoot. That was my whole thought process. As you can see, I'm over here missing the freaking sower like a jackass. I'm catching breachers though, so it was like I was making sure to really watch myself. And I don't know, I guess they didn't realize that, I think they were two maybe newer players, because I don't think they realized the decontamination keeps going until maybe they were in the middle of it, because they took a lot of damage. I think when we started this, we were all at practically full health, and they dropped fast. Luckily they didn't die, which would have made this so much harder, but they did actually play this far more aggressive than I thought they would have. But it's just another day in the life of experiment. Catch you in the next one.